What is going on, everybody? Tony the Arcade Dad here, and welcome to the new live streaming series called Magic Mondays. You guys asked for it, so we're gonna do it. And as you can tell, I am still rather sick, unfortunately. Let me test the audio here and make sure everything is good to go.
So we're gonna do
everything is good to go. I know I sound like a frog, guys, but we're gonna get through it. I know everybody at work all day today on the phone and everything said I sound like a frog, but you know what? We're gonna get through this. I promised you guys a stream today, and dagnabbit, we're gonna do a stream today. Now, wow, that made me sound super old. Sarah Aldrich, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. And Caleb, what's going on, man? Welcome over here. Glad to have you guys over here. And so what we're going to be doing today, I've been feeling like total and complete crap for like the past week, so I didn't prepare any tricks for you today. However, we are going to be going through a portion of my magic collection. I can't show you the entire thing because then if I decide to do a trick with some of it, you guys would already have seen it. And I might throw in a random trick here or there throughout this collection, so it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be a rather easy stream since I am pretty sick and am coughing and it's just disgusting, and we're going to get through this, guys. And check this out. I'm just going to give you guys a quick preview. Boom, look at that. That's what we're going to be going through today, guys. Not too much of a peek. This is about 25% of my card collection that you guys just saw right there. There's cards stacked up behind it, and I'm going to be showing you guys every single one of the decks that's on here, plus 2 of the decks that are inside the lockbox over here, and just a couple more things that I have sitting around in the magic collection. So it's going to be pretty sweet. Tom, what's going on? He says, hi, everybody. Navo Boy, what's going on? Joe, JJ General 1, what's going on, man? Welcome to the live stream. And Nola Dad VR, what's going on, man? 2 members of the Claw Council hanging out with us today. It's pretty awesome. If one of y'all could put the Claw Council link in the comment section, I'd appreciate that, because I kind of can't reach my keyboard because everything's stacked up in front of it. Let's see. Infinite Moi, what's going on? Said, hooray, Mondays. Jesse and James, yeah, it's Monday, all right. I can tell you. DJ Wells, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you over here. All right. DJ says, I used to do magic all the time. That's fantastic. I really like that. That's really cool. Let's see, Joe Zito says, what up? He said that thumbnail. I know, right? I had to throw something together because the only thumbnails I had were just for every other live stream that I do. So I threw one together with an old picture that was taken of me whenever I was doing magic, like on a regular basis. And then I threw some card decks in there of what we're going to be going over today. So it's pretty sweet. What's going on, Joe, man? How you doing? I still smell like, I don't smell like a frog. I sound like a frog. Alright, General 1 says, typing up the script for the podcast, recording with Phil tonight for Gamer Green. Dude, that is awesome. I can't wait to hear that, man. Nola Dad VR, Brian, thanks for putting the Claw Council link in the chat for me. I really appreciate that. And you too, Joe. So, we're going to be going through a couple of things first, and then we're going to be going through the actual card collection itself. It's going to be pretty sweet. Nola Dad VR says, everyone check out Tony's latest video. It was a collab with the Midway Maniac. That is true, and he threw the link in there. That's awesome. Thanks so much for that. So we're going to go ahead and start this. We're going to start out with one of my favorite decks of cards. It's called the 1800 series, Bicycle 1800 series. Where's my front camera? It's this deck right here. What I like about this deck is even though it's a brand new deck, it looks like it's from the 1800s, and it's really cool. And I'm actually going to switch you guys over to a different camera setup, believe it or not. I actually did something special for this one too, for this live stream. So let me make sure everything's good here. And boom, we have the matte cam. Not like the matte 3756 cam, but the actual card matte cam. So we're going to take this card deck out right here, and we're going to lay it out. And it's actually a really cool deck. See, it spreads. It's super nice. Everything looks super old. And it's just a really cool deck. I'm going to show you guys a couple of these cards that just how they look is just incredible to me. Just really cool deck of cards. I love doing these things for tricks. I mean, look at these things. These things just look old as snot. It's insane. The paint's all cracked, or the ink is all cracked on them and everything. Just really cool deck of cards. 99% of the time, if I'm going to do a card trick for anybody, it's going to be with this deck right here. Mostly because it is so smooth. Just really smooth deck. I could do a nice even spread like that, and all that good stuff with it. I could do, let's see, let me just throw some stuff together real quick for you guys right here. Just do this. Wow, Trey is in his tent, and he is just moving my light around. Oh, look how pretty that is. That's fantastic. I love this deck of cards. And the coolest thing is I could do a cut anywhere. You know, flat. I'll just put it right here. Flat hand deck. I'll just cut there, stack them up in a weird position. Who knows where it is? And then I could tell everybody that at the top, we're gonna have like the 2 of hearts, I guess, and then we could come up here just right there, and then we'll bust out the 2 of hearts. Really cool deck. I really love this deck. It's really, really cool. So that's deck number 1. Like I said, we're gonna go through about 25% of my cards today, because if we went through 100%, we'd literally be here all day. So that's the first deck of cards. One of my absolute favorites. I do almost all my tricks with it. It's really, really cool. Is ooh, one of the Madison decks right here. I really like this. This is the Madison Rounders deck. So you'll see that some of the decks of cards that I have are really, really cool, have really cool designs, and then other decks like the Madison decks are just very, very elegant decks. They spread like beautifully, just perfect spreads like that. And I need to adjust that light a little bit. It's a little bit bright. And everything is just a very, very clean card. Very, very white, just very traditional type of card. So it's really, really cool. That's my favorite one. Let me see if I can get this a little bit closer. I don't know if I can or not. Nope, I don't think I can. Yeah, that's about as close as we could get without the light going crazy. So yeah, just very, very clean, very professional looking deck of cards. Really enjoy these. They're awesome. Like perfect. Oh, that's not a perfect. I was gonna say almost like a perfect spread every time, unless you're sick. But just real pretty, real nice decks of cards right there. There we go. So let me scroll down over here and go back over to my full screen. There we go. Got the full screen up. So yeah, that's the Madison Rounders deck. Another really cool deck. I don't use this one too much because I don't want it to get I don't ever want it to get dirty because it's such just a pure deck of cards. It's really cool. DJ Well says one of my favorite was the Ghost deck. That's actually really funny that you say that because the next one we're gonna be looking at is the Bicycle Ghost deck. I really like that deck of card too. Let's see. Sarah says that's good. Okay. Manchester Monster Scratcher Tennessee, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you over here. Gardening and Gaming Goomer says, yeah, DJ, I love the Ghost decks also. Sweet. We're about to let everybody know what you guys are talking about with the Ghost decks. Tara, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you guys all over here. Sorry, I can't be like super enthusiastic today because I'm like sick and I feel like total garbage. But we're gonna get through it, I promise. So let's see. The gaming or the Gardening and Gaming Goober says I own the Ghost deck myself. That's awesome. So let's tell everybody why we like the Ghost decks. Actually, let me tilt this light up a little bit so it's not it's still super bright. Oh well. So this is the Ghost deck right here. I really like this this pack of cards because everything in here is like everything in here is receded into the box. So it's really cool. Really cool box for it. Let's crack this thing open. This is one that I really enjoy because of the jokers right here. Just really cool looking jokers. You can actually do card reveals, as you can see right here with the jokers, which is really cool. That's one of my favorite things. The spread is just fantastic. The design on the cards is really cool. Just really nice. Another pristine deck of cards where everything just looks really clean and really smooth. I like this. This is one of my favorite parts about it, is the cards that are supposed to be red are black, except in the corners they're still red. Just really cool deck of cards. This is another one that I use every once in a while, mostly because I just really enjoy the deck itself. This is one that I practice with on a regular basis whenever I'm practicing for stuff. Just because it's just a really nice set of cards. This next one, Cali Claus, what's up? Welcome to the stream. This next one right here, I'm going to show because it was a gift to me from Dragon Claw Games. This is actually the Penn and Teller deck of cards. This is the Perfectly Ordinary deck of cards. And it comes in the box. This is Penn and Teller, really cool. We're going to break this thing up. And inside the case, you actually have the Perfectly Ordinary deck of cards box from Penn and Teller. So we're going to open this thing up. This is one that I have not used in any type of performance yet or actually played around with too much. So I'm actually going to be opening this up for one of the first times. So we got the back, which is Penn and Teller. Of course, those guys are geniuses at branding. Really cool spread. I really like that spread design. It's awesome. Whoop! Oh, that was such an ugly spread. I gotta stop being sick, guys. I'm off my game. There we go. Just really cool spread design around the entire thing. You got Teller's head that pops out in the middle right there. Just real nice and smooth deck of cards. So let's look at the at the faces of these things. Boom. There we go. Get the ace of spades because that's always the one that everybody wants to look at anyway. There we go. Penn and Teller logo on it, of course, because these guys are masters of branding. And people on YouTube need to learn from Penn and Teller with their branding. Spread's real easy. It flows just fantastic. Oh, I'm dropping it. It's another really nice deck of cards. It has the performance coating on it, of course, which helps the spreads go better. You guys will realize that, or you'll see that a lot of these decks that I have, that's got a bunch of perfectly ordinary deck cards in there. A bunch of the card decks that I have are actually a lot slicker than normal decks of cards, and that's because of the coating that's on it. The coating that's on these things is called performance coating. Normally, you'll have like a standard coating or a competition coating for like like casinos and stuff. The ones that I get have what's called performance coating, and it's a very slick coat that's on top of, or that's actually over the top of the cards, and it makes the spread go super easy, so you don't have to like force it and all that other good stuff. It's just really, really nice. It's really easy. You can do it slow, you know, be mysterious if you want to do it that way. And it's just a really nice coating on the cards. This one is called the Tally-Ho deck. I really like it because it's black. I really like the color black, as you can tell from my merch and all that other good stuff. This is another really cool deck of cards because of the back. I really enjoy the back of this deck. Everyone looks at these cards and asks me if there's something weird with it just because the back looks different. And of course, there's not. It's just a really nice pack of cards. Oh, really ugly spread. But the spread is really nice. It looks clean. This one's a little bit beat up. The edges of my cards are beat up because I actually used this deck itself quite a bit whenever I was doing parties. The Jokers have the Tally-Ho guy on them. The little cowboy, which is just really, really cool. And but yeah, the spread, the black and silver on the black mat just looks fantastic. I love this pack of cards. You could tell they're old. They have that swoosh sound to them whenever I do that flourish. It's awesome. Just a little bit of a cardboard grinding sound. So the next pack of cards that we got were a gift to me as well. There's the Criss Angel deck. I've seen a lot of reviews on this thing. I haven't even opened it because I heard it was just trash. So, but Criss Angel was the number one TV magician for a while back in the early 2000s. So of course I had to have the deck of cards to go with it, so I could say it. The next deck is another one of my favorites. I've never performed with it, and I've only practiced with it, and I have an unopened pack up in the thing behind me in my display. But this is the Fathom cards, the blue Fathoms, just really, really cool. I mean, there we go. So you can see, guys, see the color of the pack. It's that aquamarine blue color, just looks fantastic. The back of the box is the design of the back of the cards, which is just absolutely insane. I love this thing. So let's see. Let's break this cards open and see what we got in here. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm excited to actually come up with some tricks to do for you guys on these streams. It's going to be pretty cool. All right, so we're going to start off by looking at the backs of these things. Again, the white background with the aqua blue color is really, really cool. It's actually the same color that I have in my tattoo right here. It matches perfect. Like, I saw the back of that card, and I was like, I have to have this pack of cards. Let's see, let's jump in the comment section. Jessica Cooper says, I like that deck. Me too. DJ Boyle says, I have 3 Criss Angel ones, and I never really use them. All right, so that further confirms my suspicions about it. So, boom. Really nice spread cards. Really enjoy them. Like I said, I haven't really done too much with them at all. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Okay, so those are our promo cards. Look at these Jokers, guys. That is cool. That is so cool. Really cool Jokers. I really like this deck of cards, guys. I really like them. This is really cool Jokers. Oh, I can't even hold on to it right now. Really nice spread. Oh, where's our focus? There it is. Okay, really nice spread. Can play back and forth all day with these things. Just really, really, really like it. Everything looks pretty with it. The fronts, the backs, everything. It's really, really cool pack of cards. And guys, if you want any of these packs of cards, I'm not sponsored in any way by Illusionist, but I get them all from illusionist.com with an E. Just really, really cool packs of cards. They're all super, super smooth. And you don't have to get them to perform any tricks with. You could get them to actually just play with. They're really, really cool. Craniac says, what the heck is up with the picture of you? When did you take that? That was taken back in 2012 whenever I was actually performing on a regular basis. So this is the Hustler deck. It's another Madison deck, so I know it's going to be good. The Madison decks, guys, are just awesome. I mean, look at the back of this thing. It has the Madison M on it. Just really cool pack of cards. Even the sides of it, I don't know if you guys could see it with that light, but even the sides are designed. Just really, really nice pack of cards. And I really like the Jokers. It fits in with the typical Madison dark theme, like the oh, let's focus, like the Edgar Allan Poe type style, which I really, really like. It's really cool. So we're gonna come over here. Perfect spread, and the spread design is just really, really cool. Really confusing to the eye, which I really enjoy. When people see it, you could see the swirl all the way up through the top of the cards. Just really cool. And just like in typical Madison fashion, all the cards are just very clean and very clean cut. Look at that. Look at these. Look at the queen. Look how clean that is, guys. You can tell I never use this pack. You can tell whenever I go through these things, the ones that I perform with and the ones that are just really, really clean cards. And guys, if y'all ever want to hear or see anything that I've performed, you guys could like shoot Carson a message. I actually performed one of my metal bending tricks for him whenever we met up in in Gatlinburg, and him and Callie, as a matter of fact, and it turned out pretty well. It was a trick that I really enjoyed performing, and they were over there and they were able to see it. So let's see, we got a ring that I do stuff with. It's pretty cool. It has a bunch of this ring right here is actually really cool. Let me see if I can get a close-up of this thing so you guys could see it. So this is a ring that you just put on right there. And the cool thing about this ring is this is what I call an impromptu ring. And I don't know if you guys could see it on camera, but there's a bunch of engravings along the outside of this ring. Let me see if I can get it to focus a little bit better. There we go. There's a bunch of engravings on the outside of this ring. You guys could barely see them. And what this is this is... how many is there? There's 50 different engravings on this ring, and each engraving stands for a different trick. So whenever you're out in public and you just want to go do like street, no, the light's actually really far away. I actually had to tilt it up because it's so bright. Yeah, this ring, Nola Dead VR says my precious. This ring right here has a bunch of different engravings on it, about 50 of them, and each engraving stands for a different trick that you could do with everyday objects. So if you're out, you're performing or doing anything, and somebody wants to see something, you could just wear your ring, just kind of look at randomly which one you want to do, pick a trick, and you can say, cool, there's a tic-tac-toe trick on here. Let me get a piece of paper and a pen, and we'll do this trick for you. It's actually a really cool ring. Very handy. I dropped it. It's very handy whenever you're out and about and you don't have anything planned. You're just out and people are just like, oh, I want to see something, because they see you performing card tricks or metal bending tricks for somebody at a restaurant or something. And you don't want to show them the exact same trick over and over and over again because it gets boring. So you flip over that ring, see what's on there, and pick the first thing that you see. It's pretty cool. Going back into the cards. This is another deck of cards I really like. It's called the Killer Bee deck. It's in a matte black cardboard, just real, you guys can hear that? Just real coarse box. And I really like that because it's super durable. On the inside, you got the bees. But, man, I wanted this Killer Bee deck and for a while, and they were sold out, and I finally got my hands on it. It's got the honeycomb on the back, which makes for a really, really cool looking spread. Boom, check that out. Just really cool looking spread on the back and on the front as well. The red cards are yellow, like honey, like that one. And the black cards are black and white, which is very, very unique for that, for a different deck of cards, which is really, really cool. And I think there is a double-backed card. Yep, and it came with a double-backed card too, which could be very, very handy in a lot of different tricks. Having that double-backed card, so you could do anything, you know, like you have somebody, you're hiding the card, and you can flip the deck over and stuff like that. So it's really, really cool. Really, really cool deck of cards. Really enjoy the Killer Bees. I've actually performed with those a lot whenever I was doing stuff in downtown Charleston. Believe it or not, that was one of my go-to ones. That and the 1800 series we talked about earlier. Craniac says, dude, don't do arcade videos, do magic. That's what these streams are for. Because I want to open up these live streams, you know, like I reach out to my audience, right? And I do it through live streams, and I reach out to you guys, check y'all's pulse, see how you guys are enjoying everything with the channel. So I decided to let you guys in a little bit more into my personal life, and this is the way I'm doing it, is I'm exposing you guys to stuff that I do other than arcades. So we do the oh man, so we do the think outside the box stuff on Friday to kind of help people open up their mind and try to be able to think critically and think outside the box and figure out how to win arcade games and win from the claw machine. And then once a month, we're going to be doing Magic Mondays along with the Monday Fun Days and all those other crazy other Monday-related live streams that we're going to be doing throughout the month. So it's going to be pretty interesting. And that's going to give me a month to come up with, 2 or 3 tricks to show you guys throughout the Magic Monday live stream. So it's going to be pretty interesting, man. Winning from the arcade is magic. You're right about that, Infinite Moi. Totally right about that. Let's see, take advantage of what you're good at and put it in an arcade video thumbnail title. That's actually not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Actually, I really enjoy that idea. So what we're going to do next is we're going to get into this puzzle box that I got from Brian Brushwood from Scam School. They had these out there, and I got to go over to an old picture that I have, if I can find it, and show it to you guys. Let's see, do I have it? I do not have it. Oh well, can't find the picture. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this box right here. This is a puzzle box, right? And everything that's in this box right now is what was in it when they sent it to me. And they did not send me the combination. They pretty much said, figure it out. If you figure it out, then you graduate and you're good. If you don't figure it out, then you're just gonna have a really cool wood box. That's and by the way, guys, everything in here is just fire burned and heat and just burned into it. It's just a really, really cool box. So let me get into this thing. I did figure it out, thank goodness. So I was able to get all the cool stuff that's inside. So I just gotta remember my combination, which I forgot. There it is. I remembered it. Never mind. Okay, so now let's get in the box. I gotta make sure I don't show this combination off because other people are literally still trying to figure this box out. And we are going to go down here. I'm gonna open this box. We're gonna see what's inside, guys. So it came with 2 different decks of cards, the Alpha and the Omega, and it also came with this this Magician's coin right here. That's the Brian Brushwood coin, the Scam School coin, and really, really cool coin. I really like this coin a lot. It's really big, so whenever you do coin magic, it makes it look even better. And each coin is actually numbered right there on the bottom. If it'll, will it focus? Focus. There it is, right there at the bottom is the engraved number. Every coin had its own number. Really heavy, really thick coin. So we're gonna go ahead and get into these. Let me put this coin back so I don't misplace it. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the Alpha and the Omega deck of cards. So we can see these 2 things. Let me move that one off screen real quick. The inside of the white box, or both boxes actually, are they have the gold foil on the inside, which is really shiny, which makes it really hard to show up on this camera. Boom, look at this thing right out the gate. Really, really cool designs on all the cards. Again, performance coating makes doing the spread look really cool on the front and the back, but the white of course reflects literally all light that touches it, which is very fitting for the Alpha and the Omega decks. You can see clearly the face cards whenever you do a spread, which is really, really cool. I really like it. And it also draws people to pick those cards. If you do a spread and you say which one do you want, their eyes are obviously going to go to these different cards right here. So, and they're all the old style, 1900 style people that's in them. It's just a really, really cool deck of cards. Very smooth. And of course the Jokers are actual Jokers, which was always funny to me. Now let's get into the black one. I like the black one a little bit better, believe it or not. It's just really, really cool to me. So let's take that one, put that one back over here. Boom. Again, you got the shiny gold foil on the inside of the pack, which is really cool. Cool Nicole World, what's going on? Welcome over here. We are showing the Magic collection. So the black ones have that real dull greenish, just old color on the back of it. Really cool. Jokers, the same Jokers right here on that one. The spread is the same, just real nice spread. Just looks real professional right there. Real professional on the front. And the cool thing about this one is this is actually a blank card. A blank card, nothing on it, which is really, really cool whenever you're doing certain effects, which I'll probably show you guys on a Magic Monday at some point. Just a really, really cool card. You can either use as a placeholder, so whenever you're going through, you can stop, or you could actually do a card change with it, which is really cool. Again, you got the old 1900 style people for the face cards. Just really, really, really cool deck of cards. The spread is awesome. The layout of it is awesome. And again, you can see the face cards whenever you do the spread, which is even better for me whenever I'm doing a trick. It's just really, really cool packs of cards. Let's see. Pico, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you over here on Magic Mondays, where we're going through my card collection and a couple other props that I have that we use throughout a performance. You know, whenever I'm doing different things, either street magic or just table magic, which is really fun. Infinite Moss is a good idea. Small freebies. Let's see. What did Goober say about freebies? Let me scroll up a little bit through this comment section so I can do a little bit of reading. Which, speaking of reading, that's going to lead us into our next point. Let's see. The website is one of the best places to buy magic stuff from. You totally agree with you right there. It is one of the best sites to buy magic stuff from. But speaking of reading, if you're going to do anything with like card tricks or card magic or anything, you got to get a book. I have the entire inside of this is full of them. I got books that are this big and books that are that big of different things that you could do with magic. They're all illustrated. They all tell you the secrets behind the magic and how to perform different things. And magic books are going to be your best bet of actually learning some really, really cool tricks. It's a really good place to start, along with YouTube. You know, watching YouTube videos. I would recommend reading the books first and then watching the YouTube videos, because the verbiage that they use in the videos is going to make a lot more sense. Going back into the deck of cards, we have this deck of cards. It is just a white box. I honestly don't remember what's inside of this box. I don't remember, so we're going to find out together. Let's see what's inside this box. Interesting. I forgot I had these. This is good to know. This right here is what's called a blank deck. It is an entire blank deck of cards. I totally messed that up for you guys for the first time this live stream. It only took like 30 minutes, so I'm pretty proud of myself. So this is a blank deck of cards. Every card in here, as you can see, is blank, which comes in very, very handy whenever you're doing stuff. The spread is, of course, blank on both sides, which is really cool. But then you could do some crazy stuff like this. You can snap your fingers and then you could do a real long layout, and then you see all of a sudden that one of them is not blank. There's actually a card in there now, and it's the Queen of Hearts. Really cool deck of cards. I love this thing. And then you can slide that back in there, do another spread, and then show that every card is, of course, blank again. So I forgot about this until I just went through that my magic display and found it. I forgot about this thing. I really like that. Really like that. All right, now we're going into, which one is this? The Roundhouse deck. Ooh, I haven't messed with this one in a very long time. Roundhouse deck. Look at the jokers, guys. Again, that old pencil style sketching for the Joker, just really, really cool. The backs of it, again, have that confusing look to them, but you can see the entire swirl of the spread. It's really, really cool. Infinite Moss says, that was crazy. What? How? I can't tell you. So we got that really cool spread. Really cool deck of cards right here too. Very professional looking, just like the Madison decks, just very clean. Everything is very clean cut like a traditional deck, except the Jokers, which of course are really, really cool. And I like to incorporate the Jokers into my into a lot of my tricks because they stand out so much. And then of course we have, what is this? Boom. That's the double back card, like I was telling you right there. And this one's actually the same color as the other backing, which is really, really cool. So we're going to do that. We're going to put this deck away, and we're going to move into a deck that is actually very special to me and very special to Jen. And I have not come up with anything to do with it just yet. And I'm going to show it to you guys after these messages. Ha! Just kidding. Right now. This deck right here, this is called the TNJ Deck, made by Bicycle. It is the TNJs, designed by yours truly. I designed this deck of cards. Really, really cool deck of cards. I'm going to take it out, and you're going to see why they're called the TNJs as soon as we go down into the mat cam. Boom! So this is the TNJ deck right here. I got this deck made when Jen and I got married. As you can see on the back, it says Tony and Jen and the TNJ deck. I really like that deck a lot. Printed in the USA. Everything on the front is just totally traditional. Not a great spread because it's made by Bicycle with just standard coating on it, which is why I haven't come up with anything to do with them yet, because they're very difficult to spread. As you can see, they're very, very thick and very, very, they're not really, they're made more for playing than tricks, but they do shuffle rather well. So they're not made for flourishes, but you could definitely do a lot of stuff with them, which is good, like playing poker, I guess. So, yep, I got this deck made for me and Jen right after our wedding, and I was going to come up with just a really cool magic trick to do with them, but I haven't yet because life got in the way. Here's the test card that they sent me whenever I had it made, so I could see what the deck actually looked like. So that was pretty cool. So I'll put that right back on top and throw that back in the box. There we go. So the TNJ deck, everyone. Hope you guys liked it. I'll probably come up with something to do with this later on. Boom. All right, let's go into, let's see, we have all right, we got a 3 set of Madison decks right here. Boom. There we go. Wait for the camera to focus in on them. So this is the Madison Blood Kings. This is the luxury deck, and this one is the Revolver deck. So we're going to go with the Blood Kings first. I really like this one too. Again, just very plain white box, which I really like the white boxes because it's just, people don't know what to expect when you pull it out. Boom. Look at that. You can't see that because of the light. Look at that. That is awesome. Boom, boom. 2 jokers right there. Really cool. Again, typical Madison fashion, just very, very elegant looking, very straightforward deck of cards on the inside. Really cool. You got your double back card right there. The jokers are awesome. And then the back, very simple, very professional Blood Kings with the 2 jokers on the back. Spread's fantastic. The spread looks very professional on the front and the back. You could just see perfect arc right there. Just really, really nice and smooth deck of cards. Really, really enjoy it a lot. So let's put the Blood Kings away, and then we're going to go over to the Revolver deck, and then we'll finish up the trio with the luxury deck. I'm going to have a field day putting all this stuff back. So here we go, the Revolvers, Madison Revolvers. Madison logo on the front, and you got the style of the backs of the cards on the back. As Infinite Moss says, Trey was a pretty cool magic trick. Listen, Trey did an awesome appearing act right in the middle of our second 24-hour live stream. We were 19 hours into that live stream, and Trey decided that he was going to appear and try to be a part of the live stream, which it didn't work out because I ended the live stream as soon as we had to go to the hospital. Got to stay hydrated, guys. Got to stay hydrated. All right. Going into the Revolver deck. Let me take you back down to the mat. Boom. That's what I was greeted with when I opened the pack of cards. Just a black card. Boom. Right there and right there. 2 black cards. I haven't figured out or decided what to do with these yet, even though I've played with these a lot, but I'm going to come up with something to do with them. I don't even need to show you the fronts anymore because it's a Madison deck. You know what they look like. Got your typical double back card. The queens on this one look really, really cool though. Really, really cool queens. I really enjoy that. Definitely enjoy the face cards. They're not always exactly what they seem. They're not always just the typical king and queen and ace that you normally see. Well, let's get that focus back. But the spreads look awesome. Very professional. Which you really need whenever you're doing a card trick at like when you go into a room of doctors and you want to look like the smartest man in the room when they think they are, you pull out a really elegant looking deck of cards. They'll pay attention because it looks expensive, even though it's like literally the exact same price. Finally, we are going to end this trio off with the Madison luxury playing cards. Again, very simple box, very simple seal. And of course, Madison comes in with the Edgar Allan Poe style Joker right there with the dead crows on it. Just really, really cool looking right there. All right, get the promo card, double back card out the way. And then you got the typical really nice looking king and queen again. Just like all Madison cards, the spread is awesome. Just looks great in all aspects. Another deck of cards I really like confusing look, but you can still see the swirl in the spread. Just really, really cool looking deck of cards. So now we're going to move back over into the Magic props that we have, which is really, really cool. That's a window. It's a window prop. I really like this one. I'm going to show you guys how it works because it's really, really cool. As soon as I find something to do. Yeah, a raven, not a crow. I'm an idiot. I'm sick. I'm sorry. Yes, a raven. Okay, so let me find something. I need this coin. I don't need that bouncy ball though. Let's see. We will use this. Yeah, we will not use this because I broke it doing something else. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? I need a pen or a pencil or something. I know I have something. The engine just went in the bathroom, so I can't ask her for one. All right, we might have to come back to the window. But give me a second. We might not. Actually, I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys. I will be right back. I promise. Be right back. Don't make fun of my PJs. Sweep. Okay, I'm back. I was a little underprepared. I apologize. Okay, so now I got a pin. That's cool. Okay, so this is a window that you'll find in a lot of basic Magic kits. And now to make him reappear. Boom! Ah! Okay, so this is a window you'll find in most Magic kits that you could get. As you can see, it's a solid window all the way through. Nothing can get through that whatsoever. Pretty cool stuff. I really like this window. Oh, I dropped all my stuff. Is that how it works? Yeah, that's how it works. Okay, I forgot how it worked because I don't use these things too much. Okay, so you got a window. As you can see, yeah, you can see the reflection of the light right there. You see that? Through the window. And then what you do is you put a playing card in it like that. And then you take a pen or another sharp object. And then you actually break your window like that. Just like that. You break your window. And you stab through the card. It's pretty sweet, right? So then you can take everything out, if I can, just like that. And then you can take the card out. It's hard to do this backwards, guys. So you can take the card out like that. And then you could show that the glass is actually still 100% good to go. Just like that. And the card clearly has the hole punched in it. You can actually see it right there. Boom. Where you stuck the pin through. That's a cool little prop to have. I've been playing with these little things for a long time, since I was like 10 years old. So that's cool. A little magic window there. Where did I put that? Oh, this goes. I am all over the place right now, guys. Next props we have are the magic boxes. These are pretty cool because you can show the box is empty, just empty box, and then you could put a card in it. We'll use the hole punch card because it's very easy to see. Actually, we'll put it in like that. Card goes in, you close the box, right? And then you say some magic words or whatever, and then you open the box, and holy crap, we have produced money instead of a card. Look at that. That's insane. That is absolutely crazy. We have money now. Jen, we got paid. We got paid. All right. So you can take the money. You can throw the money back in because who needs money, right? Close the box back up. See, it's still money. I got to put it back in there. Get in there, money. Close the box, and then you open it back up again. And who needs money? Because we have the card that has the hole in it. Right there. So that's a cool, fun one right there. I like that one. You just super chatted yourself. You're right about that one. So that's my my money box right there. So another magic box that we have is just this little one right here. Whee! This guy right here. You open it up, and then you can put your card inside of it like that. I think that's how it works. Is that how it works? I don't know. The card barely fits. Okay. There we go. Yeah, we'll put a card inside of it just like that, right? we close it up, we spin it around, and we spin it around because that's how magic happens apparently. And then you open it up, and whoa, we just got paid again. Check that out. Really fun stuff. Let's close that bad boy back up. We'll spin it back around, and then we open it up to show, okay, we actually don't have money. We just have our card with a hole in it. That doesn't help us too much. Those are two fun props that we have. And a cold, apparently, that we like to play with. Especially whenever you're doing Magic for kids. It's really, really fun to play with and then show them, oh, look, I have your allowance now. So that's a lot of fun. The next deck is actually Jen's deck of cards that I got her a while back whenever she wanted to learn Magic. Her favorite color is purple, so we got her the purple artifact deck of cards right there, and we're gonna open this one up and we're gonna show you guys the purple cards. If I can get them out, there we go. The purple artifact playing cards. So this is the queen on the purple artifact card. You can see she's purple. This looks really, really cool. The cards themselves are just let me show you a black and a red one. I like the red one because the outside is a light red and it's hard to see on camera, but it actually fades into a deep red right in the middle, almost like a blood red. It's really, really cool. And the black cards are just black cards. Everything in it is a mix of purple and black, which is really cool, just like the box. The artifact deck, it spreads pretty good. Jen has done a lot with these decks of cards playing around. There we go. Spreads real nice. And let's do the table spread. Boom! Look at that. Really, really cool color combination right there. It flips over. Looks really good. What is that one? That is our double-sided card. Don't care. And, I mean, guys, look at the jokers on these artifact decks. Look at this guy. This guy means business. He is serious about whatever he's about to do. He's got the purple smoke coming up from under him. Really, really, really cool deck of cards. I really enjoy that one. I'm going to put that one back in the box. Put the joker back on top because that's where I like him to go for now. And that one. I got to keep that one out so Jen can start working on her card tricks again. Then we have the black artifact deck. This is one that I really like. Right here. He looks like Gambit from X-Men. He really does. He really does. If Gambit dressed up like a magician, then that would be Gambit. So the black artifact deck is just black cards. You can see they actually have a gloss on the back of them. You can see the reflection of my finger in it. Of course, you got that illusionist promo card. And the black ones have the same design as the purple ones, except they're just black. Of course, you got the double-sided card right there. And these ones are cool because they have the black and silver for the black cards. And for the red cards, they are black and smoky, which is really, really cool. Infinite Wall says, Tony, what book would you recommend for beginners and card tricks? What deck too? That's a very good question. I'll get into that answer right after I do this deck right here. So this deck, very, very nice spread. I love the silver along the edges of it. It just looks really, really, really cool on the front and on the back. Just really cool spread. Makes it look real nice when people are looking to draw a card. Perfect arc. Just really, really cool. I love the spiral look that you get right here whenever you do the spread of it. It just looks fantastic. And it gives a little bit of a wow factor whenever you actually do the spread. So, the question is asked, what book should you get and what is a good deck to start with? Any deck from Illusionist is a good deck to start with, to be perfectly honest with you. I will always recommend the 1800 series. They're just a really, really, really cool deck of cards. Really cool deck of cards. They look old. It makes it look like you know what you're doing, even if you don't 100% of the time. The book that I would recommend is actually the reason why I chose this book to show on the live stream whenever I was talking about the education part of it, is this one right here. The I can't even see the Charles Jordan Best Card Tricks. It has 265 illustrations in it. So if you like pictures like me, definitely a good book. And I mean, this thing goes through just everything that you need to know for card tricks. It teaches you different flourishes. It teaches you everything. It's insane. Let's see some of the stuff. I mean, it even goes with like all the terms that you'll hear if you're watching like a YouTube video on how to do a card trick. They'll tell you what the fingers, like what they call each finger. It's actually really, really cool. Noladad VR, thank you so much for putting that link to Illusionist in the and to the 1800 series. I know that link very well. Let me just triple check to make sure that's exactly what it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Oh no, that's just to the playing cards themselves. Okay, cool. And you can actually see the 6-deck trial pack has the Bumblebees, the Arcane decks, which are really cool. I think I'm gonna show you guys an Arcane deck here, and the 1800 series. Oh my God, Trey looks so cute right now. I would bring him in here, but I literally have magic crap everywhere. So yeah, Brian Noladad VR, thank you so much for putting the link to the Illusionist decks in there. They got some new ones over here. Ooh. Hey, Jen, Illusionist has like a whole new line of decks, and they look awesome. I'm gonna go. Okay, so I'm not gonna click that. Okay, cool. So yeah, thank you so much for putting that in there, man. That's really, really cool. Let's see. Fantastic Wit says there are really several magic tricks that have been tailored to both totally blind and visually impaired people, but like what everything else is very expensive. Cool adaptation. So yeah, absolutely, really cool stuff. That's a how was your Monday, Wit? Hopefully very good. Yep, there you go. Noladad VR put in the 1800 series. Oh, Tony's gonna spend money. You're probably right. I actually need to pay dues to pay my dues for the Black Club to get back in now. I actually got to show you guys something really cool at the end of the live stream. Really, really cool. All right, going back into it. So we're gonna go into the Blood Kings. I think I actually may have showed you guys. Yeah, I already showed you guys one of these. Okay, cool. Same deck, different box. Really, really cool for the Blood Kings Madison series. The Keeper decks. These are cool. Looks very, very basic, but it's got a Lighthouse Keeper on the back. Right there. Just really cool little deck of cards. I saw these and just wanted to get them just so I could add it to my collection. The backs of them are really cool. They got the lighthouses on it. The fronts of them are fairly basic with the very basic face cards. But the backs of them, when you do the spread, just look like a normal deck of cards. So this is a good one to have if you don't want people to look at you weird whenever you pull it out. There we go. Got the Lighthouse Keeper on the Jokers. Very basic deck of cards. Very basic deck of cards. The spreads look good. Everything just looks really clean on them. The thing is, whenever you're getting a deck of cards, if you want to learn magic tricks, I'll tell you, if you're starting out, then you definitely want a deck of cards that look similar to a regular deck of cards. Because if you bring out something crazy, like the Arcane decks, which I actually have a new pack that we're going to open and show you guys a new deck order and everything in it, people are going to look at you funky. They're going to automatically assume when you say, let me show you a card trick, and you pull out a crazy looking deck, they're automatically going to assume that there's something wrong with that deck of cards automatically. Which one is this? Is this the deck I was looking for? Is it? Yes, this is the deck I was looking for. This is what I'm going to show next. Really cool deck of cards that I love this deck of cards right here. And actually, perfect example of what I'm talking about. If you pull out a deck that looks crazy or has a bunch of wow designs on it, then people are going to automatically assume that there's something wrong with the deck that makes the card trick happen in your favor and makes them automatically think that there's some kind of weird shenanigans going on, and then they're going to watch what you're doing a lot more closely than normal. And this deck right here is a perfect example of this one. This deck is from Dan and Dave. It's actually got a postal stamp as the sealer on it, which is really funny. Let me get it closer so you guys can see the ridges on it. So they got a Dan and Dave postal stamp on it. And this deck right here is a perfect example of what I'm talking about with the crazy deck of cards. Starting out, you can see the back is black and gold, which in my opinion just makes the spread just look fantastic. You got the white on the edges. The edges aren't inked over, so you could get that silver effect to it whenever you move it. But the front of the cards look absolutely wild. As you can see, just absolutely wild. And we're gonna go through some of these here, guys. Each card was designed by a different artist. They got the comic book, or the Disney style right there. And they have a comic book style in here. Just everything is completely different. You got the arcade style right there with the cubes right there. Just every card in this deck is a separate art project, which is just really, really cool. You know, you can go through this deck and just everything is just incredible with it. I mean, look at the king. Yep. Can I run where? I can't hear you. Yeah, I could get your burp cloth. Let me finish this real quick. Actually, no, I could get it right now. So yeah, I'm going to just lay these out like this, and I'm going to go get a burp cloth for Jen real quick, and you guys could just look at all the different designs that are on these cards. It's totally weird. I'll be right back, I promise. We are back. So yeah, if you pull out a crazy card deck like this, then yeah, it does look like a tarot card deck. It really does. If you pull out something crazy like this, then people are definitely going to assume that something crazy is going on with the cards. But you could also take a deck like this and just turn it into a really, really cool trick. And you could get them at theartofplay.com. There's the promo card right there. Theartofplay.com from Dan and Dave. Really, really cool deck of cards. I will say that this deck of cards, since each card was designed by a different artist, is a lot more expensive than a normal deck of cards. Let's go with the oh yeah, the SWE cards. These are cool. Here we go. Again, another really thick card case, which I really like. These ones I really like because they're very, very, very elegant looking. They look just like a professional, like a casino deck of cards, which are really, really cool. Really nice spread. But what I do like is the jokers, because they're actually dealing out cards. And the other jokers, so like this one, this is a Madison deck. He's got his normal hands, and in this one his hands are all tatted up, which are really, really cool. There's a lot of different different reveals that you can do with magic tricks with his tattoos and everything. Again, Madison is just destroys how he does these decks. Very clean, just looks really, really nice. Very smooth deck of cards. The next one that we're gonna do is, let's see, we already hit that 1800 series, so I'll go ahead and put that back. We covered that one, okay, yeah, we covered all those. Boom, boom. Actually, we didn't cover some of these, but they're almost like repeats of the other ones, just different colors. That's another one. That's the Artifact Gold deck. That's a really, really nice deck. Artifact Blue deck. So now we'll go to the 24 karat deck that I showed on the last live stream whenever I was promoting this live stream. This deck, every card in it is covered in 24 karat foil. As you can see right there on the certificate. 0.9999999% gold foil. And this is a display deck. As you can see, it's super, super shiny. But you can't do much with it because they're very, very stiff. Since it is gold foil, the cards don't spread very well at all. They clump together. They do kind of shuffle. They're very wobbly, as you can see. But the bad thing is, since it's gold foil, they stick together a lot. And you have to be very careful with them so you don't peel off that foil. So, yeah, just really, really cool decks of cards right here. I think I could come up with something to do with these. I just haven't figured out what yet. The jokers on these just look awesome, in my opinion. There we go. It's a jester, like an old school joker, and just the way the light hits these cards is just really, really cool. And that's the Fantastic Wit. Says, is the deck the same each time, or is each order unique? So when you get a pack of cards, the cards always come in what's called new deck order. And I'll actually show you what new deck order is whenever I open up the Arcane deck in just a few minutes. Because whenever you're doing a lot of cards, where you're doing like if you're gonna do a deck swap or something like that, you need to make sure if you're going from new deck order that you could put them back in new deck order. So you need to know what new deck order is. So I'll be showing you that in just a second. Let's see. You got them home shopping network models, huh? Hands, bro. Hey, thanks so much. I know it's the manicure going on right here. So we're gonna go into yeah, just normal stuff. Just a few more props that we got, and then we're gonna go into the remainder of 4 decks of cards. So this right here is a thumb. These are coins, and this is actually my favorite coin. These are actually coins from the Philippines. It's legit money. Philippine pesos over there. They're both 1 peso coins. And then this one right here, this is my favorite coin right here. This is actually a magician's coin. It's very smooth on both sides. Everything is just purposefully worn down to make it look like it's really, really old. You got Latin around the edges of it right there. And just really, really good, thick and solid coin to do coin magic with, which is really, really cool. It draws a lot of attention. That's a thumb tip. You guys will see something with this thumb tip in a future Magic Monday. You got the cup and balls, which of course every magician has to have a set of cup and balls right there. Let me just pile all these guys in here because I don't want to lose any. There we go. Cup and balls. Okay, so we got through all that crap. So now, sorry, the final 3 decks of cards, and they're 3 of my favorites. First, we're going to go with the bad robots. I like the bad robots because they're different. Again, the postal stamp from Dan and Dave. Just really, really cool. Okay, so the bad robot jokers, of course, it's robot themed. So you got the jokers right there. 2 different joker robots, which are really cool. Everything in it is very geometric on all the face cards, which is really, really cool. Let me get another face card. They're all geometric and they're robots, which is super, super nerdy, but also super, super cool. Let's see. The spread of it, though, again with the performance coating, just makes it super, super cool. The backs of them are, boom, the same mystery box on them. And again, just very, very geometric and mathematic because they're robot cards. You know, binary code and such. Oh, I messed that up. Oh, well. Okay. So, but yeah, you can tell they're very, very smooth and fluid cards, but they do have that grinding sound that I do like whenever I'm doing that, where the cards catch on the coarseness of the cards. Just really, really cool. It makes the cards almost sound hollow. So that's really, really cool. Let's see, sacred geometry, right? Let's see, I like the robot cards. Me too. I really like the bad robots, and the backs of the box, it's real shiny and red. I really like the black and red color combinations on it. Just really, really, really cool. And then, as everyone knows, or if you don't, you're about to, I've actually been fully on fire twice. So my second favorite deck of cards is the Ignite cards because they're fire, and who doesn't like fire? So here we go. Let's open these cards up. I love the spread of these cards. You get a mixture of the black and red on like the bottom of the flame and the top of the flame. The faces of the cards are just real clean looking. Just really, really cool decks of cards. And I'll show you some of the faces in just a second. Everything about this deck is super, super smooth and just looks really, really cool. Really like it. Like it a lot. Boom. Face cards. We'll just show these two because it's a black and a red. And I like that. Oh, let's go focus. Beep, beep. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. See? Very elegant, very professional looking, but they're different. You know, you got the circle body instead of the typical jack body on there. So, just really cool looking cards. I really like it. Ryvok, thank you so much for that super chat. I can't yell because I'm sick as crap right now. But thank you so much. Man, I really appreciate that, dude. You are a hero to everybody, bro. Thank you so much for that super chat, man. You made me squeak like I was a teenager again. Thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate that, man. You're awesome, dude. You rock. So now we're up to the last deck of cards, guys, and coming up on the end of the live stream. This is the Arcane deck, and I am still going to show you guys something really, really cool that I got. I actually have 2 of them, but one of them's framed and on the living room wall. But we're going to open up the Arcane deck of cards right now, right here. Boom. And I'm going to show you guys new deck order. The back of it is just a bunch of Arcane symbols. Arcane, if you don't know, means only understood by a few, which is why I really like this deck of cards. Because there are a lot of secrets that are inside the Arcane decks of cards. Boom. Got the cellophane off. I got to open this thing. I'm very particular about how I open these decks of cards, too, to keep them all, you know, looking good and everything. We got to break the seal. There it is. So I like to keep the seal as intact as possible. He says, thanks. I hope you feel better soon. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate that. There we go. Let's go ahead and get these out. right there. Boom. Look at these cards, guys. These things are awesome. Just really, really cool deck of cards. The spread is fantastic. Just everything about these cards are just really, really cool. The jokers are awesome. I mean, look at this. Look at this creepy behind joker right there. That is almost as creepy as Noladad 08's Indian doll. Just really, 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 really cool deck of cards. Everything about it is smoky and just looks really, really cool. So to answer Whit's question, new deck order. You always have the 2 jokers on top. Boom. Usually followed by a promo card, like the illusionist card or something. And then we'll go into new deck order. Just like that. So it starts off with the ace of spades, and then it counts up 2 through king. You got the ace of diamonds, it counts up 2 through king. And then you have what we call the kissing kings. Right here. These 2 kings. And that's because in new deck order, the only cards that are the same that are touching each other are the 2 kings right here. So they're called the kissing kings. And then it counts down from there from king to ace. And then again with the hearts from king to ace. And then on this deck we have our 2 promo codes, or 2 promo cards right here at the top, which are really cool. So I'm going to show you guys some of the cards that I really like in this deck. So we're going to go with the king of hearts. I like that guy. The queen of clubs. Of course the ace of spades because it's really cool. And then the jack of diamonds. Where you at? Where you at, buddy? Oh yeah, you're over here. Oh, that's the clubs. Where's my diamonds at? There it is. Kissing kings, which means he is going to be right. Don't hide from me. Boom. Okay, so I'll go ahead and stack these guys back up because I don't need them. There we go. Boom. So we're going to start with the ace of spades. I really like this card right here just because it is typical Arcane. You got the giant spade wrapped up in a cloth. And then if you look close, you'll see inside that cloth is actually a bunch of the Arcane symbols that you see on the backs of the cards, which are really cool. You could do a bunch of reveals with that. Then you got the queen of clubs, and as you can see, you got the smoke behind her and everything. Just looks really, really cool, really professional. Really professional deck. Carson Claus, what's up, man? Welcome over to the stream. Glad to have you over here. Yeah, Carson, how'd you like that? That trick that I did for you and Callie over in Gatlinburg? And then we got the king and the jack. Look at these 2 cards, guys. I love, like I said, the black and red combination, and it just looks fantastic over here. Just really, 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 really cool deck of cards. And then, of course, you got the 2 jokers right there, which is really, really cool. So let me pack this back up. Keep it in new deck order the most I can, because I'm definitely going to be using that one soon. And now, guys, I'm going to leave for about 15-20 seconds, and I'm going to show you guys something really, really cool that I have. It's one of my favorite things. Alright. This right here is one of my favorite things on the planet. It's not the tube though, it's what's inside the tube, and I'll show it to you right here. Let me get it out. So this right here is the red Arcane. That was the black, this is the red, but it is a completely uncut deck of red Arcane cards. Check it out. Oh, you're over here this time. Look at that, guys. A complete deck of Arcane cards. Still in the sheet, not cut out yet. Still has the performance coating on it. Really, really cool. You got your promo cards up here with the you got the jokers up here with the creepy girls on it, except they're red. Just everything in here is just really, really cool. You even got the color palette down the side of it that's still left on. Just really, really cool. That is one of my favorite things that I have. And then I have one more that I'm going to show you guys before we end this off. And it's another Arcane deck. Let me put this stuff back in here so I don't break it or damage it, because I still have to get this one framed right here. So I'll be right back. I'm going to show you the last thing. This one right here is the gold Arcane deck of cards. And this one I actually got framed. Look at this. That is the gold Arcane deck of cards, completely uncut right there. This hangs in my living room wall right here. Really, really cool deck of cards. And as you can see, just like the red one, I can't put it too close. It's actually a really heavy frame. There we go. Everything in it, like everything that was red in the other one, is actually gold in this one. Just really, really cool. I still got to get the red one framed. I actually might do a black frame with a red border around it. I think it would look really, really neat. There we go. So let me put that down over here. And guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed me making a complete mess of the plush room with my magic stuff. I got to put everything back up and reset up my display that I have. All this stuff that you guys saw, plus a lot more, is actually hidden behind the plush wall, believe it or not. This is actually a china cabinet, and on the inside I have 2 different shelves, and it's always lined with cards. I have some Houdini stuff in there, some escape restraints from my escape hacks. I have my fire eating torch and everything in there. It's just really, really cool. Let's see, Revolver says, I have an Arcane deck, but it's literally all of the magic spells for the wizards and sorcerers for Dungeons and Dragons, so I don't have to look them up online or all the players' book when I want to use them. That's awesome, dude. Carson says, awesome. Everyone is having a great night. I'm having a great night. It would be even better if I wasn't sick, but I'm working on getting better. So, guys, thank you so much for being here, checking out the part of the magic collection, a very small part, by the way, of the magic and prop collection that I have. I really hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to creating and coming up and altering some of these tricks to make them camera friendly for you guys, because I think it's going to be just really, really cool to do that and do some stuff on camera. And yeah, we're definitely going to do that. Carson says, dude, Tony, you have to meet my old man. Hopefully we could get a trip to go up there pretty soon, dude. And if we could get up in your area, then I'll definitely say what's up to him, and we could play back and forth with some stuff. And I got to do a lot more practicing now. It's been a while. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, definitely give it a like, guys. And I'm going to have this posted up, of course, in the live stream playlist for all you guys if you want to go back and look at it. If you're looking at a deck of cards that you want to get, you can rewatch the stream and then pick out your favorite one. I showed you guys where I got them. And all that good stuff. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. And yeah, it's definitely been fun. I really look forward to next month whenever I'll have some tricks to show you guys on camera. It's going to be really, really cool. So thank you guys for watching. And as always, guys, remember, if you had trouble finding your inner child, it's probably at the arcade or doing magic. I don't have a sign off for this type of stream yet, guys. It's brand new. I'm sorry. So thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.